Hey, good morning and welcome to this video. And I'm Barath Surendran. And in this video, what we are going to look at is the essentials of digital marketing, right? So, digital mark that too, particularly if you are going to take up some training program, particularly, and what you need to know, what you need to do. If you really look at digital marketing as such, there are so many different topics that you need to know in order to understand digital marketing. But I will tell you the key important things that you need to know. First, you should actually start with the website, of course. So if you need to start with something like uh, developing a website. Of course, website without coding you could do using your WordPress is nothing but a content management system. Again, it is a software, and using that you could develop a fantastic, good-looking website, which is again a blog. Blog and website are one and the same. Number two is why we choose this. Is because the reason is, if you really look at traditionally what people used to do, they used to have a HTML website and a static site where people just have it. And if you ask anybody, a small business guy, do you have a website, that guy would say yes, of course I do have a website. And what is that happening? Nothing is happening. So no traffic which is generated. So the primary thing about having a website is to have traffic. And how do you build traffic? There are two kinds of traffic is built. One is through advertisements, you can build traffic. Another is something called organic traffic, that you do it using something called more optimization and using search engine optimization predominantly. And what is search is, of course, your Google search, for example. That is where the people actually find your site. And for that you need to do a whole lot of optimization work. But if you go very narrowed down to the core of optimization, the ultimate thing, because Google, what they have done, they have made sure that content is the most important essential thing. So everything, the entire optimization narrows down to nothing but the content of the website. So content has become very, very important throughout the world, and content marketing is a key important factor for your marketing success. So content means it's, of course, written words. Of course, it can be translated into probably other scripts. Probably it can become even images or infographics. It can be audio, it can be podcast, it can be video. So all these things essentially are content, and if this content is optimized, and of course you have traffic, and using traffic, of course you can do a whole lot of process. And a lot of process, not very big process, there are at least 3 or 4 processes. Of course you focus as a marketer, right? So if you really look at, that is the broad thing is all about. So once traffic comes, then you do 3 processes involved. One is lead capture, lead generation we call, then the nurturing happens and the closure happens. So if you really look at, there is a broadly, this is what we actually try to do as digital marketers, simple as this. So if you want to take up a digital marketing course, what is that you need to really do? Now, just because you know one particular method or one formula, that you can transform your entire business tomorrow and make it very successful. Is it true? Can we do that? Yes, you could, but the problem is that suddenly it might have an adverse effect, that you are just depending on only one method. Now, digital marketing is not a method, it is not a technique, this is a holistic strategy altogether. So, if you have to learn digital marketing, start with understanding how to build a simple website using WordPress, then understand how to do content marketing. And content marketing as such is a big subject altogether. If you can understand how to curate content, how to build content, and how to make sure that you are able to have a repository of information database in your agency or your company. And if you are able to repurpose this content into different forms, I think there is a whole lot of things that you can do as a digital marketer. So I would say that you have to really learn content marketing at first. It's not like you have to actually go look out for only advertisement products. Of course, if you want to learn advertisement products, you can do a whole lot of things. You can learn about ads in Google. You can learn ads in Facebook and Instagram, because Facebook and Instagram is owned by the same company. Or you can, if you want to place ads in YouTube, of course YouTube is of course owned by Google, and Google has a service called AdWords. So through AdWords you do all this search ads, display ads, and YouTube ads, and so on. So you could learn these things as well. And how do you know people are coming to you or not, and other thing? Of course you do it using something called a Google Analytics. So Google Analytics is simple. If you set it up, it takes care on its own, and it is able to give you a stat how much of traffic is coming, and where it is coming, and all those things. So of course it is a wide subject, but then for a digital marketer, if you can understand an overview of what exactly this is all about, I think you are well equipped. So you have to look out for such kind of a curriculum where you are able to have an integrated outlook. It's not just compartments that you learn, just one particular thing, and then you don't know what to do with that. So that is what my suggestion would be. And in next video I would like to come out with how to do a fantastic content strategy, number one. Number two, we nowadays we work on something called the growth driven design for the website to become a great website. So I'm going to address that in the next video, and catch you soon, and have a great day. Thumbs up.